Hey everybody, and thanks for tuning into the AFE factory. So it's a probably a overdue catch up today on the Trumpeter Geschützwagen. I think the last post that I did 3 or 4 weeks ago was basically on the model Bowray tracks that I got with the or got for the kit, not with the kit. I was just assembling those, and I've started priming them now. So they've been primed on the inner side. I've yet to do it on the outer side, but I have been doing a fair bit of painting, and to be fair, it's such a big vehicle, there's a fair bit of painting that needs doing. I was unsure initially what colour I was going to do the exterior, but I knew I always wanted to do sort of a red oxide interior, and I had this Attacker paint set, various colours. They do a matte, I do a black initial primer, and then these are the different colours that go with the overall finish. So you've got brown primer shadow, and you've got red primer base, red primer flash, and then red primer torrid. So you can use those, you know, in a variety of ways to get the sort of finish that you wanted. I specifically wanted to get a quite a dark colour inside. I don't know why, it just seemed it was appealing to me when I was thinking about it, and so that's what I've tried to go with on here. As you can see, it's quite dark, which you know, the brown primer is really good for highlighting that, and because there's quite a bit of depth inside this chassis, once it's you know, once it's built up with the components that go inside there, you've got a fair bit of you know, a fair bit of depth in, and so you're getting, there's quite a lot of areas of shadow. So I thought that this would work pretty well, and you know, I'm pleased with how it's turned out. Again, the same with the sides of the fighting compartment, just to have that. I didn't want it all one colour. I wanted it to be broken up a bit, you know, darker in certain areas, less so in other areas. I think it adds more depth and more character overall. So again, yeah, I'm happy with how that has come out. Something else new that I've used is this Tamiya metal primer for the barrel, because I have had incidents, I'm sure we've all had incidents in the past with paint peeling off. So I gave it a good clean with a thinner, and then once that was thoroughly dried, I've applied this metal primer. So we'll see what the overall outcome of that is. Hopefully it will be peel free. What else have I been up to? Yeah, so really it is just I'm working my way through the painting stages. I've decided that the exterior, as I said, I hummed and hawed about what to do. I was going to try and do some sort of fancy splinter effect at one point with different shades of green, and toyed around with a lot of things, and then eventually I've decided I'm going to do it just in Dunkelgelb, and I'm going to be using this this AK Interactive one. It's actually from this set, and it's a good set. You know, the colours you get in there are very good, and the paint is good as well. Once you get it thinned right, I found it sprays very well, and so it's going to be that all over. The barrel will probably be done in a sort of a dark grey, as they came out of the factory with the heat protective coating on there. And yeah, it's a big canvas, obviously, this vehicle, and so by using all one colour, it means that I've got an awful lot of work to do with regards to chipping and all the other aspects that build up over the time you spend weathering these kits. But it's also a bit of a blank canvas So I can experiment a lot with different weathering styles and how far I want to push it, really. So I've not done a all one colour tank for quite a while, if I remember. Certainly not a light colour. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting that paint on, and then starting the weathering and just seeing where it takes me, really. So yeah, just a very, as I say, a short catch up. Obviously, I've done quite a lot, but there's not a lot to talk about. There will be more once I've got it all painted and I start weathering, and I can get an idea in my head as to where this vehicle would have been operating, and then weather it to suit that environment. So that's it. Yeah, the Hataka paint range, I have used this. I bought this set a couple of years ago now, probably, and I've used it on a variety of occasions, and it's a good set if you want to have a red oxide or a primered vehicle, and you want to sort of have a bit more going on than just spraying it with one colour. It's a good set. I enjoyed using it, and I should be using it in the future. And you don't have to go like the route I've gone with this dark finish. You can line it up as much as you want, really. So yeah, plenty of routes to take or choose to take when you're using these sets. So I won't ramble on very much more. I don't think there's anything else much to say. And yeah, probably the next video I do will be of it painted, and then we can start on the slow process of weathering. So thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll catch up with you soon.